Welcome to our film about the top 10 classic books in American popularity. We'll examine each of these beloved books in more detail in this video, examining their themes, historical background, and enduring influence on American literature. 10. The Call of the Wild, by Jack London. The journey of a dog named Buck as he learns to survive in the wilds of Alaska is the subject of this exhilarating adventure tale. The Call of the Wild is a well-known work of early 20th century American literature, having been published in 1903. It captures the untamed spirit of the American frontier and the mindset of the time with its stress on individualism and the struggle for existence. 9. The Picture of Dorian Gray, by Oscar Wilde. This chilling novel examines the implications of selling one's soul for youth and pleasure, as well as the corrupting influence of beauty. The Picture of Dorian Gray is a well-known piece of Victorian literature that was first published in 1890 and captures the decadence and excess of the time. This book, which continues to be a potent critique of societal conventions and expectations, is a brilliant example of Wilde's humor and flair. 8. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, by Mark Twain. The misadventures of a young boy growing up on the banks of the Mississippi River are chronicled in this timeless coming-of-age tale. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is a classic American book that was published in 1876 and captures the spirit of youth as well as the joys and difficulties of growing up. This book is a timeless classic that is still adored by readers of all ages because of Twain's wit and humor. 7. The Grapes of Wrath, by John Steinbeck. This Pulitzer Prize-winning book chronicles the struggles of a family during the Great Depression and their trip to California in search of a better life. The Grapes of Wrath is a potent examination of poverty, injustice, and the human spirit that was first published in 1939. Steinbeck captures the realities of the time and the continuing power of the human spirit in his evocative descriptions of the Dust Bowl and the sufferings of migrant workers. 6. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, by Mark Twain. This well-known book examines issues of race, identity, and what it means to be free. It is a timeless classic. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is a classic piece of American literature that was first published in 1884 and depicts the complicated history of race in the country. A potent indictment of the institution of slavery and a celebration of human freedom, Twain's account of Huck's journey down the Mississippi River with Jim, an escaped slave, is one of his most famous works. 5. The Scarlet Letter, by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This well-known book depicts the tale of Hester Prynne, a lady who is shunned by her neighborhood for producing an unmarried child. The Scarlet Letter, which was published in 1850, is a potent examination of sin, shame, and salvation in Puritan culture. This work of American literature is a masterwork that still enthralls readers today thanks to Hawthorne's use of symbolism and metaphor. 4. To Kill a Mockingbird, by Harper Lee. Through the eyes of a young girl growing up in the 1930s South, this modern classic explores themes of racism, injustice, and the loss of innocence. To Kill a Mockingbird is a groundbreaking work that has had a long-lasting influence on American literature and society since it was first published in 1960. Atticus Finch, a lawyer who defends a black man falsely accused of rape, is shown by Lee as a striking testament to the integrity and bravery of individuals who fight against injustice. 3. The Great Gatsby, by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This classic American book paints a vivid picture of the decadence, excess, and disillusionment of the Jazz Age. The 1925 novel, The Great Gatsby, is a masterwork of modernist fiction that perfectly captures the mood of the Jazz Age. Fitzgerald's investigation of the American dream and the corrupting power of riches is still relevant today, and his prose is lush and evocative. 2. Moby Dick, by Herman Melville. A captain's obsessive quest to find a white whale leads to his spiral into madness and self-destruction, which is the subject of this epic book. Moby Dick is a mammoth novel that was first published in 1851 and defies easy classification. It continues to be one of the most ambitious and difficult works of American literature. It is a combination of adventure fiction, philosophical meditation, and allegory. 1. The Catcher in the Rye, by finally, J.D. Salinger. This classic book chronicles the exploits of Holden Caulfield, a young man attempting to understand the complexity of life and adulthood. The Catcher in the Rye is a groundbreaking book that was first published in 1951 and perfectly encapsulated the angst and isolation of the post-war generation. The study of issues like identity, authenticity, and innocence in this novel, as well as Salinger's open and informal writing style, make it a timeless masterpiece that still has an impact on readers today. We have now reached the end of our list of the top 10 great novels in the country. These works have something for everyone, whether you enjoy action tales, social criticism, or introspective character studies. Why not pick one up and experience for yourself the wonder of classic American literature? I appreciate you viewing.